Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bowlife. If you've been keeping up with this season, you saw on episode 1 in Nebraska where I shot an awesome velvet buck on the ground from some standing corn, just an unbelievable hunt. Well, Nebraska's a 2-buck state, and we had plans on coming back in November, and here we are. It's the Rut, one of my favorite places on earth. Should be a fun week. We are back in Nebraska for the Rut. We've got 4 days until rifle season. I've got a tag left. Andy's hunting, one of my favorite places in the world to bow hunt whitetails, and one of my favorite times of the year. It's gonna be a fun week. Got Joe Cadle coming in from First Light. We've got a little bit different scenario going on. Mike is gonna be filming me. Joe's gonna be filming us. So we got 2 camera guys and a hunter all in the timber trying to kill a whitetail with a bow. So it's gonna be interesting. Probably a lot of laughs and probably a lot of deer snorting, but we're gonna give it a go.
There comes the biggest deer killer this side of the Mississippi.
I know one thing, it ain't gonna help us.
What is it, killer?
That's 700 acres of standing corn out there.
Let me tell you, son, that's a big negative.
What's it doing? Is it happening?
Yeah, last couple of days this morning was pretty good. Several bucks walking, some mature bucks walking,
Yeah.
so it's looking up. Other than that,
Yeah.
which it can be a positive too, because there's still a ton of deer. There's
Yeah.
still a ton of deer in the timber, but there's a lot of deer coming and going out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
corn, so it's definitely a play.
Right. Well, ain't one thing we can do anyhow.
Hey, we're gonna hunt. Rut it
I
is,
guarantee
and
it.
we are gonna hunt.
I did pull down the driveway and go, oh, standing corn everywhere.
You know, I've seen it actually make the place even better. When you're kind of the last around,
Yeah.
you draw a lot of deer.
Yeah.
You know, you've got all that cover and all that feed.
Right.
And
Guarantee you one thing, when they start combining it, you're gonna wanna be in the woods.
and it should be this week. We
Yeah.
should be here when that happens.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And yeah, I think it's gonna be a really, really good week. Action-packed.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. I guess we unload some stands and get ready to roll. I mean,
Yeah, we better go.
it's time.
So this is my buddy Andy's lease, and we talked to him when we get there. He's already been here for a few days, just kind of gauging how the rut is picking up, and it's honestly a little bit slow. There's a lot of rutting activity one day, kind of dead the next day. One thing we do know, there's several mature deer here, and we're just waiting on one of them to get on its feet. This is the open, and all them bucks are walking right here. That fence runs right here. But this is how they're coming off this point. Coming this way. We're walking the fence. We're gonna have an east wind for the next 2 days, pretty much. It's kind of swirling right now. We need to be right in like this 50-yard area. I'm gonna look right how far we are from the fence real quick. So Andy had seen a big, heavy, old 9-pointer in this area a couple times, and so me and Micah go in to try to do a hanging hunt. And one of the tough things about what we do is finding the perfect tree, which really never exists, it seems like. If I was just hunting, it'd be one thing, but when you're trying to film a TV show, there has to be the right tree to hide both of us up there and allow both of us to do our job, which is me to get a good shot and Micah to lay down the footage that he needs. So it's good for us now. We've hunted together our entire lives to be able to bounce ideas off of each other. It's honestly nice having him there. And eventually we land on a tree and we think it's the right one. So the first sit was really, really good. We saw a lot of deer, a lot of bucks, and the rut activity seemed like it was picking up. A lot of young bucks chasing, pushing does around, and we know what comes right after that. The matures are gonna be on their feet soon. I feel like we're in the right spot, so we just left all our stuff, and we're coming right back in here for the next sit. It is morning number 1, Nebraska. It's cold. We went in last night, hung a set, saw a lot of deer. We just left our stuff in a tree going back in there this morning. It's a matter of time. It's November the 9th, so I mean, they got to be on their feet at some point. So we're gonna be there waiting on him. Hopefully, it happens this morning. I feel good about it. Alright guys, it's just breaking daylight here. November 9th. Back in the same set we on yesterday. This wind is absolutely awful right now. It's dead opposite of what it's supposed to be. Surprise. But they could come from anywhere in here too, so hopefully they don't come from that way. Hoping to see a giant this morning. Everything feels right. Nice buck if he makes it through gun season. Into next year, he's gonna be a giant. He's got a big frame. He's just 3 years old. No mass, but he's got so much potential. I doubt he makes it. Somebody sees him with a high power out of a box blind. He looks big at first, but he's not. So the next morning, kind of like the first evening, a lot of deer, a lot of bucks, just not the one we were after. Wind is totally changing after this afternoon, so we're gonna give it one more go. Me and Mike have to make a couple adjustments to the set to get it perfect, but we're excited to get in here and give it one last shot.
So me and Levi just kind of readjusted the way we were set up this morning because I was facing this way and everything's moving behind me. It was really hard for me to get turned around and film everything. And where he's at now is a little better to shoot as well, so I like how it is now. I'm not so stressed out about getting it on film, so we're good to go.
Alright guys, November 9th, evening, back in the same tree. We're gonna give it one last set. We've had an east-northeast wind. We've got that tonight, which is good. But then after tonight, it turns north-northwest for the whole rest of the week. So it's our last time in this tree. It's a great spot right here, hopefully. A big one just cruises by us, that's all we need. Problem with this Nebraska farm is it's all cedars and cottonwood, so you just gotta spend time in a high percentage spot. There's not a lot of funnels here. So that's what we're gonna do. Maybe a big one will walk by us. That's a mature deer right there. So it's evening of November 9th, our last sit in this spot. Just that time of evening, the sun just goes down, everything gets quiet, and Micah taps me on the shoulder and says, "Big buck coming." And out from behind a big cedar tree is the buck we've been waiting for. The heavy 9 Andy was talking about. He's a stud and he's coming our way. Yeah, sure. There
Got it. Yep. I smoked him. Smoked him. I gotta smoke them things up. Come out a little back. Did he go down right there?
So I hit this buck maybe an inch or two further back than what I had really wanted, but he goes like 30 yards behind a couple cedars and never comes back out. We can hear some crashing around over there. I'm almost 100% sure he went down, but we're gonna be cautious, give him a couple minutes, and we're gonna ease in one step at a time, and hopefully he's laying right there.
I think he's dead right behind that cedar. I don't know if you can see him. He went over there, crashed, and then me and Levi were talking, and then we heard him crash again, so I think he died the second time. We shot that buck a while ago. He went like 40 yards, and it looked like he went down behind a cedar tree like instantly. He hasn't moved, hasn't got up. And so I'm gonna keep the wind right and walk up this sandy ditch and try to get eyes on him, make sure he's dead. He should be. The exit was a little back, but it looked like he just went over there and fell, so hopefully that's the case. He's dead. He's dead. That was him. I thought I saw him fall. He didn't go nowhere, like 30 yards, dude. Whew, thank you, Lord. I got so turned around, I was like, where the heck am I? Man, the neck on that sucker. Dang. Yeah, we smoked him, dude. Double hung. That's a beast. Heavy old 9-pointer right there. Big neck. Well, it took us 3 sits in Nebraska. This place is special, I tell you. I've been hunting it with Andy for a couple years, and this river bottom right here, it's a special place all year, but especially in November. Man, what a pretty old 9-point. Micah said, we looked up and there's a stud coming, just seen a big old neck. And I seen that mass. Gun season comes in like 2.5 days, 3 days, and we wasn't passing this sucker. He come in and made us great. It's been an unbelievable year, man. Unbelievable. He didn't go, literally, I can see this great. He went 37 yards. And died.
Man, 2021 just keeps getting better. I keep waiting on a terrible string of luck to hit. We just keep being blessed. I love bow hunting. Pretty cool. We got Micah running camera and then Joe running camera. It was 3 of us in the dang trees over there, and we still pulled it off. What a beautiful deer. Man, Nebraska has become one of my favorite places on earth. One of my best friends, Andy Morgan, brought me out here. I gotta thank him for letting me be a part of this place. It's truly special. Ty and Mallory, your whole family is awesome. I look forward to this every year now. And yeah, it was a challenge having 3 people in a tree with Joe Cadle tagging along, but what an awesome guy he was. He had us laughing literally the entire time. Just an awesome week. Great people, great hunting. We got a big buck on the ground. Thank you guys for watching. This is what bow hunting is all about for me.